I was just having my coffee that morning, scrolling through my phone when I got a call from my son's school. That's never a good sign. The teacher, Mrs. Parker, had that tone, the we need to talk tone. She says, "Hi, Mr. Carter. I just wanted to address something Ethan said during circle time today." Now, Ethan is 6. He says a lot of weird stuff. Last week, he told his class our cat talked to ghosts. Before that, he said his mom is a princess who escaped prison. We have no idea where he gets this from. But then Mrs. Parker hesitates. Ethan told the whole class that you kill people for a living. I almost choked on my coffee. What? Apparently, during What Does Your Parent Do Day, Ethan proudly stood up and said, "My dad gets rid of bad guys. Forever." And when the teacher asked what he meant, Ethan apparently did a finger gun motion and whispered, "Bang." So now I'm trying to explain over the phone that no, I am not a hitman, assassin, or any form of murderer. I work in pest control. I kill termites, sometimes rats, not people. Mrs. Parker says she understands, but for safety reasons, she had to make a note of it. Safety reasons, this is ridiculous, but fine. I hang up and figure that's the end of it. It wasn't. That afternoon, as I'm pulling into the driveway, a police cruiser slowly drives past my house. Not fast, not casual, the kind of slow where you know they're looking. 10 minutes later, there's a knock. 2 officers. Friendly smiles, but the kind that say, "We're trying to see if you're dangerous." "Sir," one says, "mind if we just ask a couple questions?" They explain they had to follow up after a child disclosure at school. I'm standing there, awkwardly holding a dead rat in a bag because I just finished a job. Great timing. I tell them I'm in pest control, even show them my van. One of the cops chuckles and says, "Yeah, kids say the darndest things." The other one just writes something in his little notebook, which is not comforting. They leave, but not before my neighbor, Mrs. Hill, comes outside pretending to water her plants. Later, she texts my wife, "Everything okay over there?" Saw the cops. Is Carter in trouble? And now my wife knows. She bursts into the kitchen with her phone in hand. "So, you're a hitman now?" she says, grinning. I try to explain, but she's laughing so hard she can barely listen. Then she grabs a spatula and starts interviewing me like she's on some crime documentary. "Where were you on the night of the 15th? At home watching Netflix." That's what they all say. It's all fun and games until she shows me a screenshot from the school's PTA group chat. Someone actually wrote, "Ethan's dad might be in organized crime, and now they're all making jokes about hiring me if they have annoying neighbors." Fantastic. A couple days later, I'm in the grocery store. I'm just trying to buy milk when this dad from Ethan's class walks up. He leans in and whispers, "Don't worry, your secret's safe with me." I'm confused. He winks. I try to explain, but he just pats me on the shoulder and says, "Respect, man, respect." Then walks off like we're in some mafia movie. As if that wasn't enough, the cashier notices my pest control shirt and says, "Oh, pest control. I thought it said people control for a second. Haha." And now I'm paranoid she's gonna tell someone too. Then Ethan decides to make it worse. The following week, the teacher calls again. This time she says, "Ethan drew a picture of you at work. It's me." Stick figure, holding what is either a long stick or a rifle. Next to me is a speech bubble that says, "Pow, pow." And at my feet, little red X's over stick figures lying down. It's supposed to be termites, Ethan later tells me. But people are easier to draw. Thanks, son. Real helpful. By this point, I'm sure the school thinks I'm on some kind of watch list. So when the principal calls us in for a follow-up meeting, I'm already sweating. We walk into her office and she starts with, "So," about the recent comments Ethan made. I'm about to launch into a full speech about my innocence when she says, "Actually, this is unrelated. Ethan's been stealing other kids' juice boxes. I've never been more relieved to hear my kid is just a juice thief." But here's the kicker. Later that week, there's a knock at the door. It's a delivery guy with a big box. No return address. I open it up and inside is a toy briefcase full of fake money and plastic weapons. No note. To this day, I don't know if it was a prank from one of the PTA parents or if someone actually thought they were sending me work supplies. Either way, Ethan now thinks I'm the coolest dad ever. And the worst part? I think Mrs. Parker still looks at me like she's not entirely convinced I'm innocent. And that's how my 6-year-old accidentally made half the neighborhood think I'm a contract killer.